Alright guys, so in today's video we're going to take a look at Vevor's new diesel heater, and it's got a few nice upgrades, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so as you guys can see here, this diesel heater is nice and compact, would be great for camping, comes in at under 20 pounds. This is an 8 kilowatt diesel heater and it does have a 1.2 gallon tank right here on the side. This 1.2 gallon tank is going to allow you up to 8 hours of runtime. Also has an upgraded spill-proof cap. On the front, this is where your hot air is going to come out. They also upgraded this with a CO detector. Get your LCD display here, and this is going to be real easy to use. It's just a turn dial and button, so real simple. Over on the side it says Vevor, and this does unlatch, so you can actually get inside the diesel heater, see everything that's going on, all the components. Now this case is made out of plastic, just to be able to lighten this up a bit. I did run 2 tanks of fuel through this, and I didn't have any issues with the plastic getting hot or melting. On the back, you got your air intake, you got your power, your exhaust down here. Here's your fuel line that goes to the external tank. And then on the bottom, you can see where your exhaust comes out. What I like about this is the feet that are on the bottom, you do not have to actually add any extra boards. It does provide clearance. And then your exhaust easily comes out of the back. And then on the top, you have your fold-away handle, which makes this easy to carry around. Great for portability. All right, so your Vevor heater is going to come with your exhaust pipe, and this is flexible. You get your silencer or muffler. You also get some insulation for your exhaust. Get some clamps. You're also going to get the air hose that's expandable with the directional vent on there. Another nice upgrade they made is this is quick connect, so you don't have to use hose clamps. You also get a plug for 12-volt source. And then a nice upgrade they made is they threw in an AC adapter, so you can just plug this into a 120-volt outlet. Makes using this really easy. They also give you an extension cord for the carbon monoxide detector, so you can remove that carbon monoxide detector from the heater and then also place it somewhere else, maybe in your shop or garage. And then you're also going to get a remote. And then last but not least, they do give you this funnel, so you're not spilling diesel fuel all over the place. So with the CO2 detector, you do have 3 screws. Just unscrew that from there. Right inside here is where you would disconnect it, and then you would add your extension cable if you wanted to relocate this carbon monoxide detector. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to install this exhaust tube. Now this does thread on, so you can just screw it on, and then you're going to use the insulation and this hose clamp. So slide this hose clamp over it, take the insulation, slide that over. And then just tuck this insulation through this hose clamp. Then we'll go ahead and tighten this hose clamp down. Go ahead and put the other hose clamp on the other end so we can secure the insulation in place. And then here's the silencer. So as you guys can see, it's kind of got some grooves in there, which allow you to screw this into the exhaust pipe. And then we'll go ahead and tighten this one down. And that's pretty much the whole exhaust installed there. Here's a look at the air hose. So this is what's going to go on the front. This is collapsible and extends out. And then on the end, it does have this angled vent, and that can be adjusted. And what I really like about this is it has some grooves in there. So I don't know if you guys can see those grooves. So we're just going to go ahead, take it, twist it on there, and there's your quick connect. So no need for hose clamps, which makes taking this down and putting this together going to be really quick and easy to do. All right guys, so we're going to go ahead and fire this up. So what I did is I hooked this up to a smaller EcoFlow power station because I figure if you guys are going to be taking this out on camping, that's probably a power source that you guys are going to use. So we got the remote here. We're going to use the remote to power this on. So you're just going to hold down the power button. So as you can see, it says on. There's a voice activation that says start heating. So there's going to be a little bit of a startup. So it does say it takes about 2 minutes for this to power up. And right now on the EcoFlow, we're at about 113, 114 watts. There's a look at the LCD display. And we're going to crank this up all the way to 10. So that's going to be on high. Not sure if you can hear. The fuel pump is clicking right now. Not very loud. Currently, we're at about 130, bouncing around a little bit on the wattage. So I'll go ahead and put the mic next to the heater. So not very loud at all. I already can feel the heat coming off of this. Like I said, this is on the highest setting, and right now we're pulling about 50 watts. Nice clean exhaust coming out. Go ahead and use my digital thermometer here. And we got about 91 degrees. So quick startup, didn't take very long to get some heat pumping out of this, and pretty efficient, coming in at only about 50 watts. So you can use a smaller power station with this, so it'll be great for camping. And overall, not very loud at all. So I'm about a couple feet away from the heater. I got my dB meter pulled up. So we're around about 60 to 62 dBs at a couple feet away. Now I did notice with this carbon monoxide detector, it does have its own power button, so you do have to turn that on manually. There's a little red light there to let you know that it's on. So we'll go ahead and turn this down to the lowest setting. So on the lowest setting, we're pulling anywhere from 12 to about 20 watts from the power station. And on the dB meter, bouncing around right around 50 dBs. Really nice warm heat coming off of this. So go ahead and, I don't know if you guys can see that. So the heat that's hitting my hand, right around 94 degrees, 95 degrees. And like I said earlier, I ran a couple tanks of gas through this, and even though the casing is made out of plastic, it does not feel warm to the touch. You can hold your hand against it, even over here on the lip. So not too worried about this plastic casing melting. There's a look at the display on the remote, and everything can be adjusted right from the remote, which is really nice. Go ahead and shut this off. So you're going to hold the power button down.
Stop heating.
So as you can hear, it said stop heating. And then we're going to go ahead and go through its shutdown. Now when you have a diesel heater, you're not going to want to unplug it when you turn this off. You're going to want it to go through its cool down. And then once it cools down, it's going to give you an audible message, and then you'll be able to unplug it. And for it to go through its cool down, it's going to take about a couple minutes.
Thanks for using. I wish you a safe journey.
All right, guys, so there you go. A quick review of the new upgraded Vevor diesel heater. I really like how they got the detachable quick connect air hose. Like how they routed the exhaust so you don't have to put a board underneath. Got the carbon monoxide detector, which can be rerouted to wherever you want with the extension cord. Really easy to use with the display and button on the front. Along with the remote, just really user friendly, nice and light, compact. And I really like how they included now the AC adapter on these, so you can just use this with a regular 120 volt outlet. As you guys can see, did not pull a lot of power from the power stations. Lightweight, portable, so it'd be great for those camping trips, maybe RVing. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is this something that you guys would pick up? I'll make sure I put links in the description box below if you guys are interested for more information or if you want to purchase one of these. But that's going to be about it for this one, guys. Hopefully you found some value in this video. If you did, smash that like button. If you guys like what I'm doing, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. Till the next one, guys, I will talk to you later.